Hi 5K, today I get to teach you one of my favorite math lessons. So, the first thing that I want you to do, you're gonna love it by the way, is I want you to look at these two numbers. You see that I wrote a 5 and a 5. And we're gonna need to put a symbol here because we're gonna compare these two numbers. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pretend that these rectangles are our cubes that we would snap on top. So if it says 5, how many do you think I'm going to color? 5. So I'm going to color 5. I'll use green since it's easier to see. All right, so I'm going to color 5 squares here. All right, here we go. Here's 1. Here's 2. Here's 3. Here's 4 and 5. When you color yours in, I want you to color all the way and fill it all in. If I get my green in the black marker, then my green's gonna be all yucky and the color's gonna be ruined. So that's why I'm leaving white space, but when you color, I don't want you to leave white space. Okay, now I'm gonna do the same thing over here. I have to color what this number says. So this number says 5. So I'm gonna color 5. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now, when you look at these two numbers, they are both exactly the same because I colored 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I colored 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and they are both the same height because 5 is the same as 5. This one's not bigger than this one, and this one's not smaller than that one because they're both the same number. So when you have the same number, the sign that you use in the middle to compare them is an equal sign because 5 equals 5. 5 is 5. 5 is not 4. 5 does not equal 4. 5 does not equal 8. Those aren't the same. 5 equals 5. So we need an equal sign because they are the same. Now, that's kind of easy. If you have the same number, it's an equals. Now comes the fun part. I want you to look at this one. You see I wrote two numbers here. I wrote a 4 and a 6. So the first thing I need to do is look at the directions. The numbers are always my directions. So I'm going to look at the 4, and that means I need to color 4. So I'm going to do that. I'll use red this time. So I'm going to color 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now, see, I got red in my black. Now I need to look at this number and color how many cubes? 6. All right, so I'm going to color 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can I put an equal sign in here? Does 4 equal 6? No, I can't. Why can't I? Why can't I put an equal sign here? Because they aren't the same. They aren't the same number. 4 is not the same as 6. When you were in 4K, were you the same as a 6-year-old? No. When you are 5, you are the same age as another 5-year-old. So you can have an equal sign here. We can't have an equal sign here because one number is bigger and one number is smaller. Now here's the fun part. I brought a little friend with me. His name is Mr. Alligator. Here he is. Now, he's two-sided because he only wants to eat the number who is bigger. because he is hungry. So he's not going to want to eat a smaller number. He wants to be full, so he wants to eat the bigger number. So when I look here at 4 and at 6, who's bigger? What number will my alligator want to eat? Will my alligator want to eat number 4? Or will my alligator want to eat number 6? Who has more? Well, it's number 6, because 6 is bigger than 4. So my alligator's mouth is going to be opening up over here. You see how his teeth are, he's ready to eat number 6 because 4 is smaller. So when we look at this, we would read it like this. It's just like when we read words in a sentence. 4 is smaller than 6. Or you can say it this way. This is another way to say smaller. 4 is less than 6. 4 is less than, it is smaller than 6, isn't it? So now, you don't have an alligator that you're going to draw, because that would be crazy, and that'd take way too long to draw this little guy in that circle. But what you're going to make is a sideways V that looks like his mouth. That's the symbol that you are going to draw. So just like here, our symbol was an equals because 5 and 5 are the same. We need to draw a greater than or less than symbol to show what way the alligator's mouth is going to point and eat, because it's always going to eat the bigger number. So here's what I do. I've had kids that they cry because they can't get it, and so here's my trick. Here's my trick so you can get it right every time. I put my pencil right on the circle by the bigger number. Okay, so 6 is bigger than 4. So I'm going to put my pencil right here by the 6. You see how it's on the circle? Then I'm going to go back to number 4. And then I'm going to go back to 6. So now my mouth is open. And it's going to eat number 6 because 4 is less than, 4 is smaller than 6. We can't do this. If you do it this way, you're going to be wrong. 4 is not bigger. This says 4 is bigger than 6 because the alligator wants to eat number 4. The alligator never, ever, ever wants to eat the smaller number. Ever. His mouth always wants to be eating the bigger number. So I got to switch this because 4 is less than. It's smaller than 6. The alligator's not going to eat 4. 4 is less than 6. I want you to say that with me. Ready? Go. 4 is less than 6. Now, some kids draw the little teeth in here for their alligator. Please don't do that. You can do it like when you practice on different paper, but don't do it on your math homework, okay? Because then sometimes it's too much and I can't tell what is going on with your alligator mouth. So draw the teeth a different time. Don't draw them on your math homework, okay? All right, now, you have a worksheet that we are going to do together. Now, I don't have that worksheet here at home, but I can draw it and it'll look exactly the same. So I'm going to erase these and we're going to do it together. So I want you to get your work. It should be the one that's right on top. All right. And we're going to practice together. All right. Now, your worksheet in the very top should say lesson 108. And so here's what your worksheet looks like. Your worksheet has 3 lines going across it. You're not drawing this. I'm just drawing the worksheet. And it has, I gotta turn over here so I can draw this better. At the very top, it says 2, 2. And then it has places for us to color. Places for us to color. And then in the middle, it says 4 and 2. and places for us to color. And places for us to color. And at the very bottom, it says 1 and 3. Now remember these circles, that's where we're gonna write our symbol. All right, I'm gonna do this with you. So, let's look at the top one. You can color with your pencil if you don't have a crayon, but if you do have a crayon or colored pencil, I would grab that. So I'm just gonna give you a second to grab that, because we're gonna need to color. All right. Don't worry, like if you just need to use your pencil to shade, coloring with a pencil is called shading, that's fine. Now, I want you to look here. How many does this number say we need to color? 2. So I'm gonna color 1, 2, and you color those same 2. Ready? Go. Okay. Now, how many does it say we're going to color on this side? It says the number 2. So we're going to color 2 again. So I just put lines in so I know I'm counting right. 1, 2. Now I know I only color those ones. Color those 2. What sign do I need to put here in the middle? Now, here are our choices. We can do an equal sign, we can do a greater than sign, or a less than sign. So we have these 3 options. We can do this one, we can do this way with the mouth opening up to the right, or we can do with the mouth opening up to the left. What sign are we going to put in here? For the numbers 2 and 2, we are going to make an equals because they are both the same. So I want you to draw an equals with your pencil in the circle. And then we're going to read it like a sentence. So my turn first. So you just listen. 2 equals 2. Your turn. Ready? Go. 2 equals 2. Awesome. Because 2 is the same as 2. Now, in the middle, what does our direction say? It says we need to color. So I want you to color 4. So remember, you put lines in so you don't forget what number you're supposed to color. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm only going to color those. All right, you do it. Go. Okay. Now, what does the next number say? How many am I going to color here? I'm going to color 2. Only 2. Because that's what the direction, that's what the number says. So I'm going to color 1, 2. I want you to do that too. Okay, ready? Go. Alright, I'm going to give you a little bit of time to finish coloring if you're not done yet. Excuse me. Now, what symbol are we going to put here in the circle? Can we put an equal sign in there? No, because they aren't the same. If I said I am going to give you 4 Skittles or 2 Skittles, well, if I gave you 4 Skittles and I ate those 2, would we both have the same? No, so we can't have equals. We can't have an equal sign in there. They're both not the same. You're always going to want more, just like my alligator. So now we have to use an alligator mouth. Which number is he going to want to eat? Who is bigger? Is he going to want to eat the 4? Is his mouth going to open up to the 4 and eat the 4? Or is he going to want to eat the 2? Who's bigger? The number Number 4 is bigger. So grab your pencil, because I'm going to teach you now how to do this sign. So what you're going to do is you are going to start over here by the 4. I want you to touch the circle that's by the 4. See how I'm touching the side of the circle? You're going to come straight back to the number 2 and then go right back over to the number 4. And there's your greater than sign. So listen to me first. It says 4 is greater than 2. Say that with me. Ready? Go. 4 is greater than 2. Bigger. That's what that means. 4 is bigger, greater than 2. Say it with me one more time. Ready? Go. 4 is greater than 2. Awesome. All right, now we're going to go down here to the very bottom. Let me pull these markers off so you can see better. How many are we going to color? Okay, only color 1. Go. Awesome. Now how many are we going to color over here? 3. Go for it. All right, I'm gonna give you a little bit of time to color. If you're still working on it, that's okay. Who is bigger? Or do we use an equals? What do we do? Can we use an equal sign for 1 and 3? No. Because 1 and 3 are not the same. Only an equal sign if the numbers are the same. So who is my little alligator buddy going to want to eat? The 1 or the 3? Who's bigger? It is the 3. So remember, we put our pencil by the bigger number. So I'm going to start here by the 3 because 3 is bigger. You just said that. And I'm going to go back to the 1 and back to the 3. Now here's how we read this. This is like a sentence, just like we read sentences with words at school. It says this: 1 is less than 3. Your turn. Say that. Say 1 is less than 3. Ready? Go. 1 is less than 3. Less than just means smaller because 1 is smaller than 3. My turn first and then your turn. 1 is less than 3. Your turn. 1 is less than 3. Awesome. So my sweets, what I want you to do is I want you to turn to your homework page. That's it for the lesson today. Super fun, super easy, and we got to even make little alligator mouths. So here's your lesson, 108. I want you to go down to number 4. All right, I'm not going to do 3 or 5 with you. Your parents can help you with those, but what I do want to do is number 4 because that's just what we practiced. So I'm going to use this marker so you can see. I want you to use your pencil. You can use a crayon or a colored pencil for coloring, or you can use your regular pencil. It's fine. It says shade the towers. Fill in the correct symbol, greater than, less than, or equals. So we need to color 3. Color 3. Go. Okay. How many are we going to color on the right? It says 3. So we're going to color 3 again on the right. Awesome. Now we need to put a symbol in there. Are we going to do greater than, less than, or equal to? 3 and 3. We are going to use an equals. An equals goes in there because 3 equals 3. 3 is the same as 3. All right, awesome. Now we're going to go to the next one. How many are we coloring on the left? It says 1. So color 1 on the left. Oops. Awesome. Now, how many are we going to color on the right? It says 4. So now we're going to color 4. All right, so